Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday and happy 2024. Woo! A new year, a new season, a new chapter, new beginnings, new radishes. I just picked this whole row of radishes, and most of them are tiny, but you know what? These are going to taste great, and they're going to be gone by the end of the day. And I'm proud to say that these carrots are looking pretty good. My kale is looking it's looking a little rough. Not gonna lie, it's growing, you know. So I've got the leaves around it to keep it warm, and then I'm gonna reposition these over this so the water doesn't, you know, sink down. And then I gotta check these. I'm probably gonna harvest my parsley today, and see how that regrows. This is what we're looking like. It's not a bad day. Let's see what the temperature is. Feels a little bit colder than that, but you know, it's a good day to clean up all this mess. So that's what we're gonna do. This is the January plan, is to clean up all this mess. Put some more mulch into that bucket there because that's garlic, and really just clean all this up because we're gonna redo this garden area. We have a big plan in action that I'm not going to say anything about just yet, but if you saw the short about the Bluetooth thermometers, that's a little bit of a hint. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's talk about why everything looks a mess and why I don't cut anything back while I'm over here. I do that because, like over there where you see my finger, past the lavender, it provides shelter for bugs, maybe little critters, and all of like the little bird seeds and everything. The seeds are left on the flowers for the birds. So that's why I leave everything the way it is. You know, if it's like really hazardous, like up there near the road, I'll clean that up a little bit. But for the most part, I just leave everything as is. I've been trying to save the ecosystem around my yard because it's become very sparse. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jennifer. But if you're not new here, you know that there's been a lot of construction in my neighborhood. This whole area was just full of trees. This whole area full of trees, and it's so sparse now. Even up there, it's very sparse. And then some of the trees came down naturally in the wind. So that's kind of the January plan. And the surprise plan over here. What are we going to do this year? Well, we're going to take this down because this is a mess. But I'm going to keep this row over here. I'm not even going to touch that bed, but I'm going to, you know, fill it up and give it a good mixture. I'm going to move this guy in here with this bed, and I think I'd like to create an arch trellis. You know what I mean? I'm going to try that this year. That's going to be one of the things that I'm doing. As you know, I moved the blueberries out of this area because the raspberries were suffocating it. And we're going to move this back so that patch of grass will be gone. And I kind of already marked it out, which is a good thing to do ahead of time. So then, you know, won't really have to worry about mowing this area at all. This is an old house, and that's an old septic tank, so I can't do too much over there. So I just use it for herbs and flowers, and I gotta move all those daisies because it's suffocating everything. If you plant daisies, you know. So everything looks like a hot mess. Um, but there's a plan. There's a plan. We got the blueberries over here that the squirrels keep digging in. Let's add a little bit more of this to this. And this was the best bush, but something just jumped it back. Could have been a bunny, could have been a woodchuck. Who knows? But I like to use the leaves from my yard as mulch. And I just leave everything. I've got some feeding stations for the birds. I've got a new home, hopefully not for the woodchucks, but for the bunnies. I don't even know how that happened. We do want to fence this in this year because there is a dog that gets loose from up there that comes into our yard, and we can't let our dog out. The bird squirrel station, I should say. They ate all of that hungry little guys. And you know, I think this whole area eventually is just going to be I'd like to put some fruit trees in here. That's the other thing this year, which is going to have to be at the end of the year because I think that's the best time. I've got the blueberries over there, and that area collects a lot of water. And it does get a lot of sun in the summertime with a little bit of shade from that. And then I was thinking over on this side, that's a possibility. Because this is all full sun over here. This is all full sun. All of it. So I'm going to be able to utilize that. Somewhere in the mix there's going to be a squash garden, maybe over here, because all the water runs down this way. It's on a hill. Oh, look. This is new. This moss was not here last year. And now this moss is taking over the yard, which is interesting. Because this area gets burnt up a lot. So maybe I'll utilize that, like over here. Eventually we'd like to bring the house out somehow, however. Fix the stairs. We've got a lot to do, but that's I think what we're doing this year. We're going to do a squash garden. We've got a big project with the already going garden. There goes the polytunnel, but that's okay. Maybe we can use some of the bones for that, but most of it's pretty trashed. And hope they don't knock any more trees down. So I'm trying to turn this 1/10 of an acre, if you will, into a semi-working farm. Like, I would love bees, I would love chickens, but chickens, that's going to take some time. You know, as you can see, my neighbor's fence is falling apart, so I really don't want to do anything until they fix that. Yeah, they don't seem very friendly though, so I don't really want to talk to them. And to end this video, we got a little rosebud going on. Look at that. 2024 rosebud. I just want to thank everybody who has watched any of my videos, any of my shorts, who's just been following along. Thank you so much. It's been an interesting 2023 season, I'd have to say, and I'm really looking forward to 2024. So thank you. Thank you to the new watchers, the new subscribers. We're gonna turn this down a little bit. And oh my gosh, this weather's been wild. And I really hope to see you along the way this year. Comment down below, you know, what you're doing. They've been digging in the dahlias. These squirrels are crazy. And yeah, happy 2024.